Hey all, welcome to my channel. Today it's around 8:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just before two things. One, the State of the Union that's going to happen today on the 7th, as well as the game between the Lakers and the Thunder, where LeBron is 36 points short of breaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record of the all-time scorer in the NBA. Uh, Now, as far as the SOTU, SOTU, I'm not going to discuss that. I'm trying to avoid politics. I mean, unless of course there's something funny about it or something on that nature. But today I'm just going to bring up the fact that some are wondering, like, will LeBron break the record today or will it be the next game? Honestly, if you saw him coming into the stadium or into the arena, the way he was dressed, the man was dressed to impress, meaning he is ready to break the record today. He is literally going to break the record today. And this is LeBron James. Let's not forget this. This is LeBron James. It's not more of a case where, like, this is LeBron James. He's going to do it because he's LeBron James. This is more of LeBron James because this is a guy that showboats. And he knows how to play to the cameras. So, and to the audience. So, this is a man that's going to break the record. He's going to probably try to score 40, maybe 45. I mean, it'd be funny if he actually scores 60. If I remember correctly, I think he might try to. I think Kobe Bryant had the highest scoring Laker. Highest scoring Laker in a game. Uh, I think, let's see, George Milligan. That's Minneapolis. Will Chamberlain 66 points. In 1968, Elgin Baylor 71 points. Kobe Bryant had 81 points. Yeah. Before Will Chamberlain, of course, had that 100 points. So the real question is, LeBron's not going to score 81 points, unfortunately. I could see him wanting to do that, but that's not happening. Um, Beating Will Chamberlain's record of like 100 points or 100 some odd points in a game, that's not happening either. But oh wait, I think it was 100 points. Sorry. Most points scored in an NBA game. Quarter, of course. Yeah, 100 points by Will Chamberlain, of course, and then there's 81 by Kobe Bryant, which was in 2006. And then, of course, Chamberlain had one with 78 points. But yeah, I mean, honestly, he's not going to get to 100. No one's going to get to 100. That's going to be very rare and very hard to do. 81, it's going to be a little tricky as well, too. Mind you, oh, sorry, by the way, if you're sending a chat or something of nature or putting up some form of comment in this aspect, you can. I don't think there's a need to respond to it. But again, I do respond to my comments basically. But in any case, LeBron's not scoring 100 points. Now the question is, can he break the record? I mean, like I said, it's about 2.5 hours away from the game. I think he will break the record today. Honestly, quite honestly. So I'm going to be drinking some coffee too to stay awake for the game itself. Um, Outside of that, um, yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. I mean, honestly, if he doesn't get it today, chances are he might score 30 points. If he scores 30, then he's 6 points shy. Of course, he's going to get it in the next, definitely in the next game, unless he sets it up for something else. I mean, I think, of course, he himself would have preferred to have done it in a season where he knows he's going to go into the playoffs, but that's not happening. The real question is does LeBron retire this year, or does he go one more year and then retire from there? I mean, he's got the rest of the season, quite a few games to go, so he's definitely going to try to score as many more points as he possibly can because he wants that record to be there for quite a while. I mean, Jabbar, when he scored it, it was going to be kind of hard to do, close to 20 years almost. But in reality, or yeah, I mean, not 20 years, but close to 30 years. Sorry, close to 30 years. I mean, it's 24 years late since. So since Jabbar scored the most points, I mean, honestly, I think yeah, um, LeBron's probably going to try to score as many as he can, and we'll see from there. Um, but outside of that, yeah, I mean, let me know your comments. I mean, like I said, you can put your comments down. I don't think there's a need to respond. This will be posted right before the game. He plays. I'll try to post one up after, maybe the next day. I think. In any case, we'll see. The other factor is also I will also try to somewhere later this week give you my picks for the Super Bowl. I'm just waiting for a few more things to come into play, basically, to see a little bit more information as like the injury report list and see who might win. I mean, my gut, as I said, most likely the gut's telling me it's probably going to be Kansas City, but we'll see. Um, and From that, we'll leave it at that. And by the way, when I was doing a search, in this moment while doing the video, I was actually using ChatGPT on Bing. They released it out, so it was pretty interesting to see. As I talked about in some of my other videos about GPT-3, in this case, Bing is using GPT-4, which is interesting in and of itself. Because one of the things is with Microsoft's aspect with Bing, it's to the point of up to, I think it was like a year ago, basically, because ChatGPT only has it up to like 2021. I think this one has it up to like a month or maybe a month or so. I don't know. I think they're saying that they're going to try to keep it as close to, not near real time, but close to, the time differences as far as like, with the references and information that's up to date. They're going to try to keep it up to date as possible, but not as near real time as you would think it to be. That's something that to be solved. They're gonna have to real time feed it in that one, and that's gonna be a little tricky aspect as well too. And that one, I think there's ways around it, but not ways around it, but ways to solve for that. Um, but we'll see how that works out in that situation. I mean, I think there's going to be a case of a new sort of set of models, not new set of models, sorry, but new ways of storing the data from that aspect to get it into real time. I think there's going to be a real time streaming DB, vector DB involved in that aspect. But again, we'll see what happens. I'll try to see a little bit more into that as well too, or explain a little bit more about that if you want to know what vector DBs are. It's a pretty interesting concept. You should look into it as well too. Sorry, going off into a tangent into tech side of things. I'll talk about that in another video. But in any case, yeah, I'll post up another video after the game and seeing, if LeBron has scored. If he hasn't, well, then chances are he's going to go. But I have a feeling, like I said, today he's probably going to break the record. With that, I'll leave it at that. And please subscribe if you can. Like I said, if I get to 1 million subscribers, I'll do a live trending dance, but probably something else at that point as well. You know what? If I get to 1 million, I'll do one of those live counters and have the 1 million basically, and then start doing the live streaming it from there, basically the counter as well as the actual dance, versus like doing some other time. 10 million, of course, as I said, it was more of a case where like if I do 10 million, I will do a trending dance of this whatever the popular trending dances are on social media in a location of choice by the users per poll, basically. I'll probably put up a Google Doc and let people post it, but then see how many votes get in at that point and lock it up at that point. In any case, I'll leave it at that. With that, until next time, unfiltered, unedited, and unrehearsed.